Welcome back to more Wicked. You thought we were done, but you were wrong like the fool you are.
We're never done. We love it too much.
You do. It's literally Mabini's favourite film of all time. And if you watched the last episode, you would know that.
Stephanie, play the Wicked guitar riff.
So these bozos spent all last episode yapping about who knows what. Something called Wicked, I guess. And I never even got to say what I thought about it. If you guys thought that they were mean and harsh and evil about it, just you guys fucking wait. Here's the thing about Wicked that we haven't really brought up. I mean, Mabini brought up that it's got an 8.8 on, what was it, Metacritic?
On the website that I downloaded on.
Okay. On the illegal, evil website?
Yes, yeah, Lord Voldemort.
Yeah, on the dark web.
Yeah. Oh my god, it's imps. So the thing about it is that the film is critically acclaimed. I think it won a couple Oscars for things. And every single person that I've seen talk about it unanimously really, really loves it. Or just, really, just thinks it's a really good, solid film at the very least.
What? What?
What?
What the fuck is wrong with people? Have they never seen a good movie before?
Now to give you my opinion on it, I agree with them. I actually think that it is a very good film. I think it's great.
You think Wicked is good?
Yeah, I do actually.
Why?
Because it's a fun and good and well-made movie. I don't know. I just I knew what it was, and I went in and I knew what to expect. And if anything, I was more impressed because I actually had lower expectations because so many people were like, it's so good, it's so good. I'm like, really? Okay, we'll see about that. And I went in this is really good. It's got really good acting. I thought the music was actually really good. I thought the sets were really fascinating. I've actually seen funnily enough, I've seen the first half of the stage show, not the second half. So it's actually watching something I've seen adapted. And I thought it was, for as far as adapting a musical goes, it was really well done. But if you're talking about the concepts of the movie and stuff like that, I really don't find it all that offensive. Maybe it's because I don't really give a shit about the Wizard of Oz universe as a whole. Because I think that it's so kind of two-dimensional originally, it's literal cartoon characters laughing like an evil witch going.
It's just Luke
that
Skywalker.
adding any kind of depth to it is interesting to me.
It's Luke Skywalker going to find meaning, and he meets his dad, and then they overthrow the Emperor.
Yeah,
It's the same thing.
exactly. It is identical in every way. Yeah, I don't know. I just I thought it was fun. I thought it was a good film. I really don't have any complaints with it.
So you must think that The Wizard of Oz is one of the best movies ever.
I didn't say anything like that. In fact, I literally just said that I find the original Wizard of Oz kind of boring.
Is that a pacing thing?
A pacing thing?
Yeah,
what, the
is it
original?
the newer movies are faster paced.
Well, I haven't seen the original one in a long time, so I couldn't tell you. And I should also say I haven't seen Wicked. Oh no! Ah! Oh my god!
I do need to remind myself that you initially thought Obi-Wan Kenobi was a good show, so...
So you think that my opinion on this is going to change? Because
Yeah.
you're right with every piece of media that you've watched?
No.
You're right there. You are very well knowledgeable on movies.
I still enjoyed it more than Sonic 3, though.
Yeah, we can talk about that as well. We'll get into that this episode. But I will say, you guys need to understand that you two are the ones that are in the minority here. With Obi-Wan, I was in the minority, but most people it's a critically acclaimed film, and I really don't know what to tell you other than if it's not for you, it's not for you.
You keep
you don't
saying
have to
you
like it.
guys.
You don't have to.
I keep saying that I think the movie was good after the first quarter.
All right. Well, what would you rank it, Frank?
It's hard for me to say, but I think 8.8 is a closer score. I'd probably say 8.
Yeah, I'd
Maybe
probably agree with that as well.
8.5.
That's the thing. I didn't think it was brilliant. I didn't think it was the best movie ever, but I would agree with the general consensus of an 8.
My only
I don't know.
real
It just,
issue is the first
maybe
quarter.
maybe it's just
it
it didn't offend me like it did for Mabini, because I don't know. I thought it was just a solid, fun movie. The songs aren't crazy memorable for me, but unless songs are extremely memorable, they're usually not for me in musicals. I mean, I don't know.
My only original problem with the first quarter is just to me personally, it just feels like it's dragging in the first opening quarter a bit. And that's my only real problem with the movie.
Like I said, it's been a while since I saw it. I saw it near the end of last year, in I don't know, November or something. So my memory isn't totally fresh on it. But yeah, I don't know. I thought it was a perfectly serviceable movie. I found myself to enjoy it. Came out with a smile on my face and said, you know what, that was better than I thought it would be. I enjoyed that quite a lot. I was invested, and I'm excited to see part 2 because I've actually, weirdly enough, I've seen the first half of the stage show, but not the other half. I think conceptually speaking, I think it's an interesting idea. I'm always interested to see the villain's perspective on things and humanizing them and seeing the question of the thing is what was it like? growing up as a green girl in this world of non-green individuals, and you go, you know what, I guess it can be kind of tough. And it's like the whole idea of it is it's a character study of like, what does that do to a person? How does she become who she is that we know her? And how do you become a cartoon villain effectively if you try and approach it in a slightly more realistic way?
The Wiz.
Oh yes. So in between, Mabini looked up The Wiz.
Yeah, so that's what I was called it, which is a African American adaptation, a stage play. It's sort of tweaked to appeal to African American audiences. Apparently it did really badly, but the thing that I thought was most important about it was that this commentator that I watched called Brett Cooper, she talked about, I think she was talking about Wicked and being like, wait, this has already been done. They've already had like I don't know if it was that or if it was something else that she was talking about, but she brought up The Wiz and I'm like, oh, I've never heard of that, but yeah, like a Black Wizard of Oz has already been done. But it's not, I don't think Wicked is like that though. I think Wicked is just its own thing. It's not necessarily a Disney attempt of remaking something.
It's just a film adaptation of a stage play, which is already an adaptation of a book.
Yeah.
And the book was literally just like a what if story of like, well, not really a what if. It's like let's like it's already fan fiction in its own way, right?
Yeah.
It's not created by the original Wizard of Oz creator or anything like that. It was just sort of like I'm interested in this wicked witch character. I want to like add more depth to them and see what they're like, and so that was the whole concept, And then like also what's their relationship with the nice witch of the east or whatever the fuck?
The good witch of the east.
Good witch of the east.
The good witch of the north, right?
I don't know.
I think she's a good witch of the north.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to tell you.
Don't touch me. Don't. Thank you. Bye bye.
Glinda.
Galinda.
Yeah, but she changes her name by getting rid of the A.
Oh yeah.
She's like, I'm gonna be called Glinda now, not rather than Galinda.
I mean, listen. I should also say it's not my favorite film ever. It's not my favorite musical ever. There's quite a few musicals that I do like, and I think it's fine. It's just like, yeah, I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, as a movie, I think it's fine. As a musical, I think it's pretty bad because there's like no catchy songs, and like
I think there are some iconic songs.
I would rank High School Musical higher than Wicked. High School Musical had some good songs.
I can't debate you on that because I've never seen High School Musical.
You
didn't? I think I'm like the one guy in our age demographic that didn't.
The reason that I had to see it was because in music in primary school we all had to watch it.
All I remember watching in music was The Lion King over and over and over again in high school.
In my class in music in high school, we watched Flash Gordon, which was cool.
Is that a musical?
Yeah, because Queen did the soundtrack.
I knew we would have opposing opinions on Wicked, which is why I thought it'd be brilliant to bring up the same. When you talked about it in Minecraft, you're like, oh man, it was so bad. I'm like, oh, this would be juicy.
Yeah, because I kept on just like leaking my little thoughts on it. Just like, I was like, wait, we're going to be talking about this in the same industry, so I'm not going to spill the beans completely.
So here's the thing. We're pretty at odds when it comes to Wicked. You think I'm insane for liking it, and I think that you're fine for disliking it.
Yep.
Because, we're even than normal people.
Yeah.
But when it comes to Sonic 3, so this is going to be another interesting conversation, because my thoughts on Sonic 3 are a bit different to yours, but I don't think they're as different as you might think. Because the way that I see that film is, I have two minds about it. We're all good to talk about Sonic 3, by the way. Move on, unless you've got anything more to say on Wicked and The Wiz and all that.
Yep.
So Mabini and I saw Sonic 3 together.
Yes.
We went in into the theater and held hands and ate popcorn out of the same bucket. It was very nice.
Yep.
Also, I'm saving my sister. This is the end of the game if you didn't realize it.
Oh.
I have two minds about it, and I have two minds about all three Sonic films, right? Objective and subjective. I always try and make the distinction between those two, right? So objectively is like, I think it is literally this, and subjectively is like, I feel this, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So subjectively, I really loved Sonic 3. I thought it was so much fun because it is effectively an adaptation of one of my favorite games of all time. So to see that on the big screen, it makes all kinds of monkey neurons activate and fire in all sorts of directions, bouncing around my mind like a pinball machine. But objectively, it's not that great. And none of them are, honestly. I would still go so far to say, and I think you'll disagree with me on this, Mabini, because I think you literally already said it. I would still say it's the best of the Sonic films. Because I think the other two, we can talk about the other two as well.
Yeah.
I think the first film is like just okay. It's not that. I mean, I think they're all kind of technically a little bad,
Yeah.
It's just okay. It's a little boring. I think the second film is genuinely just like not good at all. And I think the third film, it's kind of fun. And I think that that's my most objective way I can look at it, at those films. Subjectively, I love them all in there. It being, look at the funny blue guy running around on screen. Can you believe it? Objectively, I'm like, none of them are that good. But that's fine.
I'll start by talking about Sonic 3, and then we'll blow it out to the whole Sonic franchise, or the film series. We'd done our series on Same Industries about, we did Sonic 2 Battle. Sonic Adventure 2 Battle.
Yeah.
So I was familiar with the story going in. I'm like, oh, they're doing Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. Awesome. Which means it's got like great characters like, it's got Shadow, it's got Maria.
Did you look at me to make that noise?
No, I couldn't remember. I couldn't remember the names.
Maria.
Maria.
And Gerald Robotnik. And I thought, all right, this is going to be cool because first of all, it's a great story in the game. I didn't feel like it did a whole lot with it.
They definitely could have done more, that's for sure.
The very best scene that was the one where they actually did do something with it, which is Shadow and Maria just hanging out, having a good time.
I think we both agreed after we would have liked to have seen more than that.
So yeah, that's the best. That's the best scene in the whole movie. My least favorite bit of the movie is the fucking dance scene.
The Gerald Robotnik one.
Yeah.
That's funny because that became a meme. People loved it so much.
Yeah, but they did that on purpose. That was for the TikTok. That's why they fucking did it.
I mean, obviously.
And then I went back and I watched Sonic 2, and they did a dance in that one too, but I didn't think that dance was as bad because it was part of the fucking story. They did a dance off, and I was like, okay, fine, that's okay.
Well, I mean, the point of it
Instead of getting
up
to a freaking door and doing a dance to get into the door, or doing a dance and then going in the door because, like, just for no reason.
Show how in sync, oh my god, that they are, and how much he's connecting to his father and how easy they think it is. I mean, it has narrative purpose. I'm not going to say it's perfect.
It's also a sign that, reminds you that these two are, A, very eccentric, and B, batshit fucking insane. At this point, they both have gone crazy by sucking on hedgehog quills. They are actually psychotic.
Yeah, so seeing that made me go back and watch the other movies.
Before we get to the other films, if you're done talking about 3, we should let Frank talk about 3 as well.
Could be the next episode.
Oh yeah, we got to finish the episode.
Yeah. So next time on Sonic 3.
Next time on Sonic the Hedgehog 2, baby.
Yeah.